India is the cradle of human race, the birthplace of human speech, the mother of the nation, the grandmother of the tradition, and the great-grandmother of the legend. India has had a very glorious history, of whose soul lives in its villages. I'm Mohammad Ahmer here talking on the topic, is feminism a reality in rural India? Feminism is a term which is the political, economic and social movement that aims to bring equal rights and legal protection for women. Feminism is all about the gender equality amongst men and women, but not the sameness. Society is the overall basis for the development of a nation. Society structure is dependent on the status and the condition of its women, which is largely declining. Despite a less significant rise in the GDP of India and the gender parity rates in terms of the fertility rates and also this educational attainment for rural women, this FLFPR is decreasing. According to the International Labour Organization 2019's report, 1.3 billion women worked in 2018 as compared to 2 billion men. Also, they were paid 20% less as compared to men as a global average. The FLFPR of India is declining despite being one of the largest economies. So FLFPR is declining. Why? The reason could be the lack of physical job opportunities, the income generating opportunities, the farm based activities. Also, there are no economic prospects in the non-farm activities in the rural areas. Mechanization of farm and non-farm activities has also resulted in such a declination. Women are not only withdrawing from the labor force in rural areas but are also overcompeted by men in the same area. Also, when this rural men migrates, there remains a heavy burden on the unpaid and the domestic activities of the women, which inhibits their growth to acquire skills so as to remain competent to get into the labor force, and hence this FLFPR of India is declining. Despite several governmental policies which aims to uplift the status of women like Maternity Benefit Bill 2016, the Protection of Women Against Sexual Harassment Act 2013, Equal Remunerations Act 1976, as well as that Factories Act 1948, just targets the organized sector of the women, whereas forgets the unorganized sector, which houses the largest number of females in India. And also, if at all such options exist, they always remain limited to the documentation itself and are never enforced in reality. Basic provision to amenities and infrastructure such as childcare facilities and care home for elderly will boost this number of female participation in rural areas. Also, the upgradation and the upliftment of the existing policies such as MGNN, REGA and the integrated child development services, apart from providing vocational training as per the upgraded or the new technologies for the production process, will also boost the number and make our rural ladies competent enough. State run government policies should provide government job quotas for the women and also should give credit to the women. Taking a very cursory look to the number of suicides being done by the women on the basis of the sexual harassment or the several types of harassment they are put to, it is not an ugly truth just for our rural ladies, but is an ugly truth for privileged ones, for affluent and for the educated ones also. So we have to be vigilant enough so as to why our women are not getting empowered despite the serious concepts of feminism out there. Whenever a girl she stands not only for herself but for all the women out there. You deserve to exist. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be everywhere.